Hey, we're recording. Hey, so welcome back, and I have another product to review. I was very fortunate enough to be able to receive some product from Reebok, as they are one of the main sponsors, if not the main sponsor, for Spartan races, obstacle course racing that's just exploded around the country and around the world in the past couple years. And recently, through my association with Fitfluential, look them up, fitfluential.com. Through my affiliation with them, I was fortunate to be chosen by Reebok to test some products and enter into one of their Spartan races here in Vermont. It took place at the Spartan World Championship race at Killington Resort last weekend, and that would be, look at my handy calendar, the weekend of the 21st, 22nd, last weekend, as I record the video, weekend of the 21st, 22nd of September 2013. So Reebok sent me some stuff that I could wear and just kind of try out for the race and see how things went. So I was pretty excited to get a pair of their sneakers because I love sneakers, let's face it. I've got like 18 million pair, and so I tested these out. These are the winter, no, that's not really what they are. They're not the winter, they're the outdoor wild style, and the colors are perfect for me because I just love this kind of color. So here's the sneaker. This is the left one. So you're looking at the outside of the shoe here. You can see right away that there's a wraparound grippy thing here in the middle, which is, you know, you're like, well, what's that for? I'm not running up trees. But if you're obstacle course racing, you might be. But chances are there's going to be some rope work involved, and that's where this kind of things come in handy. See, they kind of wrap right around, and they also go on the inside, on the instep. So right here in the arch and all the way around underneath, right in the middle of the foot, there's these grippy things. And even though this sneaker is not specifically designed for obstacle course racing, I think it's a great shoe for it. I'll talk a little bit about why here in a minute. So the bottom, you can see the sole tread pattern. Of course, now I can't see. Oh, there we go. Hey, oh my gosh, it looks like I'm wearing a mask. I am the Batman. Okay. So you can see here these lugs that they have all throughout. They're pretty well lined up going across this way, which is kind of interesting. They're not staggered. A lot of shoes you see are staggered. These are straight, but no problems with the grip whatsoever. The lugs are spaced enough so that any mud that gets in there was pretty much kicked out. The shoes were fairly clean at the end. The last part of the race was down some grass, and there was a little bit of grass in there, but nothing really major that caused any slippage. If you can kind of see about how tall these treads are, you know, part of a, you know, see how tall they are? My fingers, I mean, this is, so they're deep, you know. The shoes are synthetic. I don't know exactly what material, but they're synthetic. There's no mesh, really, like I would kind of hope on an obstacle course shoe. But like I said, these aren't specifically designed for obstacle course. Because once the water got trapped in here, it pretty much stayed in there. So that was kind of a bummer. But otherwise, they were great. There's some good heel cushioning, some heel, you know, support here. Nice cup. I'm off camera feeling up the shoe. So there's heel support in here. There's nice cushioning in the back. This little bit here came in kind of handy because you always had this little bit of extra grippy. You can see how it's kind of notched there. As you're running down the hill, that would kind of catch first, and that was kind of nice to have. A little heel hook to slip them on. One thing I did notice about them is that even though these are a size 9, which is the same size as my ATV 19s that I bought, they seem to be a little bit narrower. The length was just about the same, so I had plenty of room in the toe box coming down the hills. I didn't slam into the front at all. The laces were able to hold my feet in place, but the width, it was a little bit. This is one of my son's pictures. Anyway, the width was a little bit narrower than the ATV 19s, so it has get a little bit more room in there, a little less room and the outdoor wilds. And I think that came in really handy because as your foot is kind of rolling around in the terrain and the obstacles, it held your foot to the shoe, so there wasn't a lot of sliding around. I did notice coming down one of the first descents, or the initial part of the descent, that my foot was slipping in there, and I was starting to get a little bit of a not quite a hot spot, but I could tell that some things weren't going to be happy by the end if I let them ride. So I just tightened up the laces going across the arch, the top part of my foot there, and everything was fine. So that was kind of nice. Wow, I'm at 5 minutes. I've got a little video for you here that I put together of me running in the woods and the shows. Don't forget to check out the calf if you know what I'm talking about. And so that's it. The Reebok Outdoor Wild shoe I highly recommend for muddy trails, dirty trails, slippery routes they did pretty well on, but you always have to watch those. And even running through grass, wet grass, slope side, those kinds of things, they held great, no problems whatsoever. So again, thank you very much, Reebok, for the opportunity, and hopefully I'll see some of you out there on some obstacle course races this fall or in 2014. All right! Here, watch this nice little video that I just put together. Okay. Have a great day.